Now, The Voice. How quickly things change. Have a look at this. Former Liberal Indigenous Affairs Minister Ken Wyatt joining the current Labor Minister for Indigenous Australians, Linda Burney, at an event promoting The Voice. Last week, Wyatt was still a member of the Liberal Party, now no longer. Now, also, whether you agree with Julian Leeser, who was on this show last night, whether you agree with his support for The Voice or not, you've got to at least appreciate his integrity, his courage in quitting his front bench position as Shadow Indigenous Affairs Minister so he can argue the case he believes in. So compare that to his colleague Simon Birmingham, who seems to share similar views to Leeser on The Voice, but doesn't seem to have developed the same concentration of bony material running down the middle of his back.
Will you campaign for a no vote?
Well, it's equally not my intention. My intention is to respect the Australian people who will go about this referendum applying their judgment to the issues that are before them at the time.
Really? He's the opposition leader in the Senate, and he won't back his leaders, his party's policy on The Voice? What a shambles. Surely if Birmingham doesn't have the guts to either advocate Liberal policy or resign because he can't, then Peter Dutton needs to flick him. In the meantime, if you're looking for backbone, look no further than Alice Springs and the local CLP Senator Jacinta Nampijinpa Price. Peter Dutton took his anti-Voice campaign to Alice Springs today by no accident, with Senator Nampijinpa Price by his side, where they focused on grassroots challenges, tagging The Voice as a Canberra voice, which is pretty disingenuous in my view because it's all about grassroots representatives, but it's probably pretty effective rhetoric all the same. But Dutton is giving nothing away about who will replace Leeser on the coalition frontbench or even who will take up the Indigenous Affairs portfolio.
I've got an incredible depth of talent in my backbench, and I'm very proud of that. In our party room, our joint party room, some exceptional people. So I'll make an announcement in relation to his replacement over the course of the next few days or the next week, and I'm giving that consideration at the moment.
OK, here's the problem. Leeser was a Liberal. Nampijinpa still is, but when he was in the front bench, he had a Liberal spot. Nampijinpa Price, of course, sits in the Nationals party room. So normally Leeser would, of course, be replaced by another Liberal, not a Nat. These places are all divided up fairly under the coalition agreement. So really, if the Nationals leader David Littleproud wants Nampijinpa Price in the shadow cabinet as Indigenous Affairs Minister, he ought to tap one of his front benchers on the shoulder, tell them to take one for the team, to make room for the Northern Territory Senator. The Libs can fill their spot, replacing Leeser, and the Nats can insert Nampijinpa Price just when the Indigenous Affairs job is up for grabs. Do you reckon the Nats would do that? Do you reckon Dutton could talk them into it? The thing is, Dutton has put all his eggs into this no-case basket. You know my views about this, but this is not about what I think about The Voice. This is just about the political reality for Peter Dutton. Now that he's committed to the no case, he has to succeed. If the referendum gets up, it will literally get up over Peter Dutton's dead political body. He will be finished. So he absolutely needs his best people arguing his case. He can't be surrounded by jellybacks like Birmingham. So far, the best no advocate in the country, hands down, is Senator Nampijinpa Price. She's the most important person in this debate, in my view. She's changed the debate. I don't think the coalition could have or would have said no without her. So Dutton needs her leading his no advocacy. Even if he can't get the Nats to do the right thing in order to get her into that now vacant portfolio, he might just have to put her in anyway, surrendering one of the Liberal places and wearing the grumbles from his own backbenchers. Or here's another thing. Maybe Nampijinpa Price could switch party rooms and sit with the Liberals rather than the Nats. Watch this space. Look, Jacinta's a friend of mine, even though we disagree strongly on The Voice. Her courage, tenacity and passion to overcome Indigenous disadvantage are unmatched, and she has chosen this fight. In many ways, she's led it. Clearly, Dutton's very political career hinges on getting Jacinta Nampijinpa Price at the front of what is going to be a tough and testy debate for at least 6 months to come.